Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here really quick. I'm on my way to the store to go get some hot chocolate. So I live in Las Vegas and it snowed. But I didn't get none where I'm at. But I'm still happy that it snowed here. So I've been following. I follow everything possible on the boys. I heard someone talk. It was on another channel I was on, and they were talking about how Crenshaw Incorporated got this statement from the neighbor stating that at Trezel's parents' house that there was a huge fire in the backyard. Okay, and it also came out that it was like the back seat to a vehicle. And I'm guessing the van. So, my heart started racing, and I'm like, oh my God, the spirit told us something about burning. Okay. So I want to go to that really quick. I had it saved right here for you guys. So let me go back just a tad bit. Oh, that's a little too much. Let's just listen real quick. It's a boy. Orrin! Oh my God. Boy. What happened to him, guys? What happened to Orrin and Orson? Coming. Bad. That was crazy. Burning. Burn. Okay, there's another one in here somewhere. Who did this to them? Wanted to see if it was right here too. Something about a boy. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. My mind went blank right now, but there's another part where it says burning. Spirit told us. Spirit told us. So at least we know that the information that we're receiving is valid. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, and then right here. So I just watched this whole thing.
Get close to the words of the prophets.
How about not?
What is in there?
I'm still sick, you guys. Well, not sick, but I still have the cough. Let's see here.
That you by now have heard are already familiar with the case of Orrin and Orson West, who went missing.
Let's see what she says.
From California City. And the two toddlers that went missing from California City, Orrin and Orson West.
She was making a call trying to report this. And like she said, she called the police, and she never seen, never heard anyone so nonchalant in her life.
Okay, hold on. Let me look rooms. Hold on a second. Pause it. So I can't hear.
Let me see. Let me get.
Yeah, a month ago, it was December 21st. Hoods of, in Bakersfield, where they last lived, and giving people flyers and information. That lives right next door kind of, alerted some people, because his backyard, sees directly into there.
Here it
now,
is.
You take into account that, when you go into that backyard, when you look in that backyard now, right? Because when the neighbor said that, the other neighbor that lives right next door kind of, alerted some people.
Oh, wait.
You take into account that must have called the cops, because the cops ended up coming and then never even mentioned having missing kids. Approximately 4 months ago, she thought it was odd. She didn't think anything of it because they never said that. Parent of the missing children, okay? The neighbor that lives directly across the street from the parents of the, adoptive parent of the missing children, okay, said that approximately 4 months ago, she thought it was odd. She didn't think anything of it because they never even mentioned having missing kids. but she thought it was odd that they had a huge fire in the back of their, like in their backyard, and it was so big that somebody must have called the cops, because the cops ended up coming. And then the next day, Philip, the father of the homeowner, said they were just burning some garbage, which, you know, really doesn't make much sense. Who burns
garbage? Especially in the housing community like theirs is. Who burns garbage? And you've never burned garbage, I'm sure, any other time, because, you know, it stuck out to that neighbor. So it's something that hasn't happened often. You know what I mean? So, and when I went in to that session, before I even clicked to, you know, start recording for you guys, I just sat there and I said, anything you can tell me to lead to evidence. We need to lead to evidence. And they were telling me they burned the evidence. Let me listen.
You take into account that when you go into that backyard, when you look in that backyard now, right? Because when the neighbor said that, the other neighbor that lives right next door kind of, like, you know, alerted some people, because his backyard, you know, sees directly into theirs, and they have removed the back seat of their van, and you could see that it's like burnt in certain parts. So there's also pieces of the backyard that are dug up. I have on tape the neighbor. She wanted, in case, you know, the authorities wanted it, she said all of this on a video on recording for me to submit, in addition to giving her name, her phone number.
You know, and that's how this case is going to get, you know, opened wide the fuck up, is people like that, people like Crenshaw Incorporated, you know, just, she's busting her ass. AV Watchman, you know, he's busting his ass. And just kudos to them, man, because, you know, it blows my damn mind. Okay, with all of the crap, I'm trying to watch my language because I have a really bad mouth. But with all of the crap that has came out as far as the surveillance, him stating that the kids, you know, were with that. Obviously, they hadn't gone missing yet till the 21st. They stated on the 19th that they had all left to go Christmas shopping, or whether it was the Christmas shopping or to take the kids to the grandma's, I don't remember. But we seen in that surveillance that Orrin and Orson were not there even at that time. So, you know, there's a lot of condemning, I don't know how to word it. Everything that they're saying is getting knocked out of their mouths. You know, I'm not understanding. And maybe one of you can tell me in the comments, is it because they don't have any DNA evidence? But isn't there enough circumstantial evidence right now to arrest them? Why is that not enough? Why is that not enough to at least hold them, right? And question the shit out of them. Hold them in that damn room and question and question and question. Not in their home, in their comfort space. You know, like they said, oh, we had a cop with us the whole time asking us questions. Okay, but how about putting them at the police station and interrogating them for hours on end, hoping that, you know, something would crack? And every time, you know why they're not talking? Is because when they talk, they're telling on themselves. So that's why we're not hearing from them, none of it. Because every time they speak, we come for that ass. That's why. So, excuse me, I have to cough. And then also, so another thing that was, that my mind I kept going to is the other kids. Now I know they did question the other kids, right? Okay, but what did the kids say? What did those babies say? Maybe they need to get someone, and I hate to bring the babies into this, but kids see, we don't realize how much these babies absorb. They're sponges. Everything they hear, everything they see, it's embedded in them. They pay attention to everything. Okay? So if Orrin and Orson had gone missing, right? If they had been missing even months prior, the kids would have knowledge of that. When's the last time the other kids seen Orrin and Orson? That's what I want to know. When is the last time those babies have seen Orrin and Orson? They may not be able to give a justifiable date because they are kids, but they could, around, when we started school, or it was shortly after we started school that we seen them. I'm just giving an example. They're not digging. They obviously don't have the experience, and that's why I'm thankful that the other ones have picked up on it too. But for all of these, like the people that hold the damn stone, for all of those that are working on this, it's sad that minorities are finding out more information about your case than you can, and you have all the fucking tools. This is crazy. I just wanted to come on here real quick and just, share that with you guys about the burning. And, I feel, with 100% certainty that Spirit is on the right track. They know what we're talking about. They know. Okay. So it brings comfort to my heart to know that, we're on the right track. But the real question each and every time, where are the boys? Where are they? So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm getting ready to go into this 7-Eleven and get this hot chocolate so I can snuggle up and maybe watch a movie today or something. It's really gloomy out. I love this weather. I hope you guys are all having a good day, or have a good day. You're going to have a good day. There's no hope, Tiffany. They're going to have a good day. You're going to have a good day. And I love you all, as always. I do, from the bottom of my heart. I love everyone. So, mwah.
And everything else. At this point,